question comes from @Varsha Madali, who asks, which method do you think is best in law of attraction? Visualization or letting go? I think this is a really good question because I can't help but be frustrated about how confusing the law of attraction tends to be and how confusingly it's presented. It's like everyone's being told a million different things about how to create the life you want, about how to attract good things to yourself. And for me, I've always been frustrated by that because it's really should be the most simple thing. I mean, the aspect or the art of manifestation is the most effortless part of what you are. You are a attracting, vibrating being, and you are always attracting something to yourself. You just haven't been aware of it yet. And so we who teach law of attraction are really people who are just trying to teach the world what they should already recognize that they're doing. We're trying to teach people what's most natural to them. And it's so natural to us that we don't even know we're doing it. And then someone comes along and teaches us about it and says, hey, did you know that you are attracting the reality that you're experiencing? And we're like, that's ridiculous. Like, the mind doesn't want to take credit for that at all. And when you actually take a step back from the ego, it's very clear that I am creating my life. I am generating the reality I experience. And so why would visualization be a good idea if that's the case? Well, we can communicate directly with divine intelligence because ultimately that's what we're made out of. The intelligence that is moving this body right now, that is doing billions of chemical processes every second, creating 2.5 million red blood cells and telling them all where to go in perfect timing and sequence. That intelligence exists inside of me, so I need to figure out how to communicate with that intelligence. So this is really what the law of attraction is. Step 1, you ask for something. Step 2, the universe begins to manifest it for you. And step 3, you receive it. There's 3 steps involved. And the first step and the second step are the easy ones that everybody gets right. Everybody writes captions about. But the third step is what everybody messes up. Because people don't understand that they're an energetic being all the time. It's not just when you want to present a request to the universe. You are 24/7 radiating an energetic signature that is telling the universe what to give you. So you have to realize that this is a 24/7 thing. You have to be in perfect alignment with your desires, or else you're going to be sending off mixed signals. Then we are not allowing the universe to finish the job. It'd be the same thing as if you were ordering in a restaurant and you placed your order to your waitress. The waitress starts to walk towards the kitchen to place your order and you yell at her, oh, hey, hold on, I didn't want that. I actually want the cheeseburger instead, please. Okay, great. So she changes the order, scratches it off, starts to head to the kitchen. Wait a second. No, I changed my mind. I want the cheese pizza. And she scratches it off. And in that instance, you are not allowing the waitress to do her job. You just continue to interrupt her with different signals. And so until you can figure out how to have vibrational consistency in what you're desiring, to be in alignment with it 24/7 as a state of being, then you're going to have trouble manifesting things because the waitress is coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So getting in alignment means 2 things. Intentions and emotions are in alignment together with what I am desiring. The intention of what I'm desiring is also in alignment with the feelings that it gives me. And when those 2 things are in alignment, I'm sending my rocket ship up, right? The intention is the rocket ship, is the vehicle. This is the thing that I want, but the emotion is the fuel for the rocket. This is why I want what I want, because it makes me feel this, and you emit that electromagnetic signature to the universe. We know this through science. We can actually measure people's emotions energetically on an EKG machine, and they have different frequencies. And so you want to be emitting the frequency that's in alignment with your desire. And so that's how you become a vibrational match. You hear this phrase all the time, become a vibrational match. Well, okay, it sounds cool. I don't know what you're talking about though. And this is all it is, intention and emotion, boom. And so once our intention and emotion are in alignment, then we can utilize the power of visualization. Because see, it doesn't do you any good to spend an hour doing visualizations if you're still so focused on the fact that you don't have it and your life's so miserable right now. It's so easy to slip into those thought patterns. And so you're trying to visualize having the job, but you aren't feeling like you have the job. And so therefore, you aren't visualizing. You aren't sending out a frequency yet. You aren't emitting a signature yet. And so here's the practice I want you to get really, really good at. You need to get good at developing the ability to take your focused awareness, your concentration, and fixate it upon one thing for an extended period of time. This is what we call meditation. Meditation is a skill that is developed like anything else. Just like lifting weights in the gym, I have to work out my arm muscle consistently if it's going to grow. I can't just work it out this week, take 3 weeks off, work it out again, right? I'm not going to make any progress that way. And so you must meditate at least for a few minutes a day on a regular basis and develop that ability, even just for 10 or 20 seconds. If you can get into that linear awareness of no thought, no mind, there's no ego talking anymore, there's no thoughts jumping in the way and muddying the waters anymore. You're just in that clarity, in that space. Well, what this space actually is that we try to reach in meditation is the void. It is the quantum field of all possibilities. Because in quantum physics, particles are actually always existing as this endless field of possibility that stretches through infinity. They call it fluid-like substance in quantum mechanics. So develop this ability to focus your awareness and zero yourself out and get into that empty void where you can make your requests known and let out that signature. And once you get into this state, I want you to start visualizing then, because it won't do you any good to sit there and think about pictures in your head while your mind is chattering away like a talking monkey in your ear. And so once you reach this state of no mind, then start your visualizations, and I want you to try and work up the feelings that you would have if you landed that dream job or if you met the love of your life. Try to put yourself in the future moment, because when you are in this space, in the void, that future moment exists just as much as the one you're experiencing does. All possible realities in the quantum field are equally valid. And the fact that you can feel it and bring it to life energetically, emotionally, means that it does exist, and it is in fact possible to experience in this reality. If you couldn't get excited about it, if you couldn't feel anything about it, that would mean it wasn't possible. So the more you feel it, the more possible it is. And so bring that energy to life, and that is the fuel for your rocket ship, for your signature to be sent out. And when you make a request to the universe in that state, and you do it with your emotion and your energy and your feelings, and you emit your own unique signature, this is exactly what I want. You send it out to the universe, and it immediately begins delivering it to you. It always gives you what you ask. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be opened. This is what Jesus talked about all the time. Your Heavenly Father wants to give you good gifts, but you have to know how to ask Him for them. I do this in the morning before I get out of bed, and I do it in the evening for about 40 minutes. I get into that state of stillness and I just let my desire be felt by the universe. And it is incredibly powerful for raising your vibration. You will end these meditation sessions feeling like you're floating, feeling like that reality really has already arrived. And that is the whole key, because then you can start to build that vibrational snowball effect where you're feeling it more and more, and so you're more excited and it starts to manifest more, and you feel it more and it manifests more. And that's what happens in the negative cycles as well. We feel bad, so we think bad, and then we feel bad and we think bad, and then we attract more negative circumstances. But this effect can work in either direction. So now we're moving in the right direction. We're actually feeling like it's a reality and getting excited and happy and inspired. If you allow yourself to think a thought that's not in alignment, and when I say think a thought, I mean attach to a thought, agree with a thought, be interested in a thought, give significance to a thought. If you do that to a thought that's out of alignment with what you want, well then now you've taken a big step backwards, right? And you're emitting the wrong energetic signature. So do we want to visualize? Hell yeah, we do. We want focus, we want intention, we want clarity upon the thing we desire. So we can't let that go. So what are we letting go of? Are we letting go of our intention? Nope. Are we letting go of our feelings about the intention? Nope. We need those things. So what should we let go? The answer is our resistance to it. This resistance is the only thing that's keeping us from being in the fast track, in the fast lane. So start interrogating your inner state of consciousness. Do not be lazy anymore. Do not allow self-doubt, negativity, fear, lack of mentality, unworthiness. You've got to start taking them seriously, because they are ruining your life. They are stealing from you. And so interrogate them as if they might be trying to do that. Is this in alignment with my truest desire? And so once we start to take responsibility over our internal state of consciousness, and the thoughts that are bouncing around up in here are no longer making us feel bad, but they're making us feel really, really good, and we're starting to charge up. We're starting to build that vibrational momentum, which means becoming more and more and more and more and more in alignment with what we desire. When we start to build that momentum up, the universe has a clear signal, and it becomes easier and easier to maintain it. Once you have momentum going, it reinforces itself. It works exponentially. And so getting that momentum started is always the biggest challenge in law of attraction. So we must simply trust that we've sent our desire out to the universe, and it's only our job now to stay in alignment with it. That's all we have to do. Just stay in alignment with what we desire and allow the universe to do the rest. So this allowing, this expecting, is the missing piece for everybody. It's the only thing that holds people back. Desiring something is really easy. Giving us what we want is really easy for the source. But allowing it seems to be very difficult. And so I believe that the most powerful way to allow the universe to work on our behalf is to thank the universe for what we want in advance. To make our mind no longer a replication of the past, but a map to the future, and say, thank you so much, universe, for giving me this desire. Thank you for letting me feel this way about it. Thank you for how excited I am. Thank you for how inspired I am. Thank you for the reality of this happening in my life right now. And we just continue to be thankful, thankful, thankful. Well, what is the energy of thankful emitting? It's emitting the signal that you already have it. And you're saying, this thing has already happened. It's already here. All you have to do is allow. Just continue to allow every single day, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Just continue to thank it into existence. So when you visualize, my book sold 1 million copies overnight, and then the way that makes you feel, the feelings that arise, memorize that feeling, because that is the direct signal, that direct request that this is what I wish to experience. So this is a law of the universe. This is the law of attraction. A law is bound by its rules. So it's not about, do I deserve this? Am I worthy of this? Any of that stuff. The universe does not think in those terms. It's just a mirror reflecting back to you whatever you're emitting. And so the easiest way to allow is just to say thank you. Just to believe that everything that happens to you is for your benefit. That the universe loves you and has your best interest at heart. And sometimes that means you need to experience something negative. Sometimes that means you need to have a roadblock. But if you treat every roadblock as if it's there to validate, that it's there to get you to the reality you want to experience, then you just say thank you for everything. And this thanking, again, is emitting that signal of gratitude, of I already have this. This is already my reality because I'm already grateful for it. And just watch as the magic begins to happen.